goes for funding. Give us a call, text my office, 832-431-6331 if we can help you with any type of financing. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Early Thanksgiving. We're coming to you because we're going to be off for the rest of the week. The office will be open, but I'm going to be with my family spending time. So I just wanted to come to you guys live one more time before the week. So I appreciate all of your help, your support, everything with us that you do. And today we're going to be talking about staying on the focus for our investor programs, our incentives that we have for December on our DSCR loans. The interest rates are expected to drop as much as 1% for 2025 for the month of December. So if you're an investor, you're trying to get a rental property, trying to do a bridge loan, trying to do a fix and flip, the expectation is that rates will be dropping as much as 1% for our investor loan. So it's a huge thing. So if you're trying to buy a rental property and maybe a lender is quoting you like 8%, and we can get you a 7% interest rate, that's going to save you as much as $10,000 a year on your interest expense on a $150,000 loan. So it's a massive savings. So it's an offer, a gift that we're giving as a Thanksgiving special that we're doing for a promotion to all of our customers out there. So if you're trying to do an investor cash flow loan, a fix and flip, a bridge loan, whatever you're trying to do, we want to be able to help you with that, to be able to get the financing and offer you a lower interest rate. Because obviously, if you have a lower interest rate, the carrying costs are cheaper. It's going to make more sense for you to cash flow. So, and there are some requirements for that. I'll talk about what the requirements are. But just so you guys know, if you're not familiar with a DSCR loan, that's a debt service coverage ratio loan. It's the hottest investment loan right now in America. It's basically a commercial loan for single family and multifamily properties that you can purchase with no job, no income, no employment, just underwriting the cash flow of the property. So it's really cool. So basically, if you're buying a rental property, you can go up to 85% of the purchase, or if you have a cash out, you can go up to 80% of the cash out. And so it's really cool because they just underwrite the cash flow. They don't underwrite your personal income. Your debt to income ratio isn't part of the analysis. So it's kind of neat because then you can have unlimited properties. You can do a blanket bundle of properties, or you can do a single property. And it can be all over the country, and you can buy rental properties in any state in America. It doesn't have to be in the state where you live. It could be anywhere. And you can use a property manager. We can help you to align you with the right property manager, the right broker, the right lender, the right financing, the right product. So that's what we're here as a direct lender, to help you, to get you the best financing package. So it's a great thing. I think if you want to lock in the rate, though, you can lock in a rate for as long as 30 days. And we can pre-approve you. There's no cost for pre-approval. There's no contract. There's no hard credit check. The links are down below to sign up to get enrolled. And there's no fees for enrollment. And like I said, we don't do any hard inquiry, so it doesn't affect your score. It's just a soft check. It just takes literally, a couple minutes to fill it out and a few days to pre-approve you. So if this is something that you're interested in and you want more information, please give us a call, text my office. We'd love to hear from you. Love to work with you in any way that we can. You can reach out to us at 832-431-6331. There's also, the links are down below in the description for enrollment. And just like I said, this is for people that are trying to buy. You can buy single family, multifamily, you can buy condos, townhomes, and you don't need any income. You don't need any employment. The only thing you have to show is the proof of funds for the down payment. If you're buying, if you're obviously refinancing, there is no proof of funds. You use the equity and you can pull cash out. The property can be vacant. It does not have to be occupied. You can close in your LLC. It can be a newly formed LLC. It doesn't have to be an existing LLC. That's another really cool thing too. You can make a specific special purpose designated LLC for the property. And it doesn't have to have tax returns. It doesn't have to have a bank account. It doesn't have to have an EIN. It has to be a US-based LLC. You do have to sign as a personal guarantor on the loan. So whoever owns the LLC in your operating agreement, you have to sign as the guarantor of the LLC. Okay? And they do use your credit score. They don't report to your credit, but they use your credit score to determine the loan interest rate, the LTV, those type of things. But it does not report to your personal credit if you close in your LLC. But if you go into default, they will come after you personally for recourse on the loan. because it is a full recourse loan. Pretty much all loans out there are full recourse or partial recourse. Only non-recourse is for private or very large entities like a Starbucks or an Amazon, IBM, that type of thing. So, but like I said, you can get a lower interest rate for December, cut your carrying cost. You can also get up to 2 months no house payments after you close. It does take about 3 to 4 weeks to close on the loan. We do have to have an appraisal done. That's your only out-of-pocket expenses for the appraisal, and those run about $500 to $700 depending on whatever the local appraiser charges. We don't know who the appraiser is. It's done through an appraisal management company, and they come out to appraise the property. And you can also do this on bridge loans if you're trying to buy a fix and flip, or you want to buy an Airbnb or short-term rental, or even a long-term rental. You can too. If you need funds for the rehab, you can add the rehab part into the loan. So that's another cool thing too. If the property, let's say, you need new frame, new foundation, or new flooring or kitchen, you can add that, wrap it into the loan. You can also wrap in the interest payments into the loan too. So like, for example, if you want to do 6 months no payments or a year no payments, we can set aside an interest reserve to build that through the loan, so you actually don't have to be making the payment while you're doing the rehab or the construction. So just keep that in mind. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please, hit us up down below. We'll answer those as soon as possible. We're usually open 7 days a week, depending on holidays and stuff like that. We respond same day. Or you can call or text the office too. Our team is there to help you, 832-431-6331. And definitely we're looking forward to working with you and helping you in any capacity that we can. I mean, that's why we're here. Now, going back to the requirements, I'm going to talk about some of the requirements for the DSCR loan and getting the lower interest rate. So we can go down to as low as a 620 credit score for the DSCR loan. Your middle credit score, you have 3 credit scores: your Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. We take the middle credit score. Whatever your middle credit score is, that's what we're going to use to underwrite the loan. Okay? No bankruptcy or foreclosure on your record in the last 2 years. Like I said, you don't have to have employment, no job. We don't even look at that part of the underwriting. If you're doing a long-term financing, you can do interest only up to 10 years. And the loan does come with a 3-year prepay. That means that if you pay off the loan within 3 years, there'll be a 6-month payment reserve penalty. And if you want long-term financing, you do have to have that prepay on there. It's a step down. That means every year that you go, to 3, 2, 1, then 2 years is a 2-year prepay, 1 year, 1-year prepay. So it steps down. You can buy out of the prepay, but it'll cost you 2 points to do that. Okay. But like I said, you can close in the LLC. It does require that you own your primary home, or you've had managed other rental properties in the last 3 years. Those are strong requirements. It would be very hard if you're living rent-free and you've never owned a home before for you to get a DSCR loan. Okay. It does require that you have at least 6 months reserves in the bank account. So that's another thing. If you're cashing out, if you own the property, you don't need to have reserves because you have the equity in your property. But if you're purchasing, you have to have those reserves in your account. Okay, plus the down payment. And reserves are the monthly mortgage payments that you have to have in your account. The loans do take about 3 to 4 weeks to close. Like I said, to pre-approve you, we only do a soft credit check. We do not do a hard credit check. But before we close on the loan, we will do a hard credit check. We have to. And the middle credit score that you have is what will determine what your interest rate is, and the terms of the loan, the leverage, and everything. Okay. We can close in any state. It doesn't matter where you're located at. 50 states. It can be single family. It can be multifamily. There's no loan limit. The minimum loan amount is $100,000. So you don't have to escrow your taxes and your insurance if you're below 80% of the value. If you're over 80% of the value, you have to escrow your taxes and insurance. There is no mortgage insurance on these loans. You can get as many of these loans as you want. There's no limitation. So there's no limit on how many loans you can get. And then, like I said, if you want to bundle, if you have several rental properties, you can bundle them all together. or you can have single separates if you want to. You can have multiple members in the LLC. Just remember, if the members have more than 20% or more of the company, they also have to sign the loan too. And that credit score will be used, the lower the credit scores of the managing members. Just keep that in mind. We are the direct lender for this program. We underwrite, process everything in-house. We fund in-house for this. Like I said, it usually takes a few days to pre-approve you and about 3 to 4 weeks to close. Well, it's a really hot smoking product. And we definitely looking forward to helping you guys to get you the funding for this. If you know someone, or you're trying to get funding, you're a broker, you're a lender, banker, you're a investor, reach out to us. That's why we're here. We specialize in this program. We believe it's the future. The market share for investor non-QM DSCR loans has grown by 400% in the last 3 years. And it makes a lot of sense. And we think that trend's going to continue because it has legs, in our opinion. So yeah, please reach out if we can help you to add any value. Give us a call, text my office. Of course, we do all the other loan programs too, like ground up construction, SBA, commercial, hard money bridge, conventional, Fannie, Freddie, Govy. So reach out. Don't be a stranger. Whatever we can do to help you to add value, we want to be here as your partner to get deals funded. And don't forget about our loan partnership program. If you want to join us to get paid for your referrals, you can get signed up. Send us an email or text to get signed up for the loan partnership program. You can do that. We also have a real estate university. If you want to join our platform and become a top producer, top lender, real estate university online. The links are down below to get signed up. It's usually $200 a month. We have a special for Thanksgiving at $49 a month. You can get signed up for that. We also have obviously our lending and our Amazon rewards program. If you go to Angelo Christian Mortgage on Google, you give us a 5-star review. If you're a lender, a partner, a customer, we'll hook you up with our free Amazon gift card. So don't forget about that too. So many ways that our company, how we add value and how we make a difference. So that's why we're here. That's what we do. So again, we offer all the different loan programs, whether it's first-time buyer, a VA, FHA, no documentation. So don't be a stranger. Reach out, give us a call, text my office. Well, again, I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving with you and your family. We wanted to get this done before the holiday. So hopefully you guys have a great turkey, or maybe you're doing brisket. We're smoking brisket over here and frying turkey. That's what we do. Every part of the country is different. Some people do ham. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the time with your family. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Please reach out to us. We'll be back open on Friday. Give us a call. Text my office. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up. Enable notifications. Share this. Like that bell. Please reach out if we can help you with any of our loan programs. Thank you so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving with your family. Take care and peace out. Bye-bye.